Hello and welcome back, viewers of AVG News. My name is Ncube, as most of you already know. You'll remember that last week we came live on this channel and we told you about an organization that is putting together a database of Zimbabweans who are based in the diaspora, who want to invest back home. It doesn't matter if you want to continue living in the diaspora, but the idea is to make sure that you participate on a larger scale and more beneficial scale to your personal life and the Zimbabwean economy by building back the economy to the levels that we once used to know it to be. And I'm joined here today by two members of ZIMDEN. They will introduce themselves. Welcome to the show. You may start by introducing yourself.
All right, thank you, Mpolisi. My name is Abigail Ncube. I'm one of the co-founders of ZIMDEN. ZIMDEN standing for Zimbabwe Diaspora Entrepreneur Network.
My brother, welcome to the show. You may introduce yourself.
Thank you. My name is Prosper Chikerema. I'm one of the founders of the organization, Zimbabwe Diaspora Entrepreneurs Network.
Yes, as you have already heard, my sister Abigail, would you maybe kindly explain what Zimton is and what brought it into the fore?
Yes. So what brought the organization to the fore is what's happening currently. Most of us are ZEP permit holders, and the permits are not going to be renewed, so we have to go back home. So back home, we understand that there's unemployment already. Things are not well. So the organization is there to lessen the burden in Zimbabwe when we go back home, because we would have created employment for ourselves and employment for the country. So we don't want to burden the economy. We don't want Zimbabweans to be afraid to go back home. So that is why we said, let's come together and as great minds meet, we come up with a solution on how to lessen the burden of unemployment in Zimbabwe, how to create employment for ourselves, and be able to take care of our families. So, in other words, the organization is there to give us comfort and hope that there is a life after South Africa for everyone. We shouldn't be afraid of going back home, but we need to map a way forward so that everyone is confident when they make that final decision to go back home, because as ZIMDEN would have laid out a lot of opportunities, showed that it is possible to live and to revive the economy back home.
Prosper, she's already spoken about Zimbabweans being afraid to go back home, and it is a fact that many Zimbabweans that are here in the diaspora do not have much to do here, but they cannot just go back home because they don't have what is called a fallback position when they get back to Zimbabwe. You are coming up with a database. How is this going to ensure that Zimbabweans do have something to look forward to when they get home?
Well, thank you. That is the main reason why we are forming this group, so that all the people that think they do not have anything to do here, they must be able to get something to do when they go back to Zim. So what we are asking for now is to get all the people, we put our minds together in our numbers, with our experience and our qualifications, we put all that together and we make up a team. Then we create the employments in line with what we've been doing here. We don't want to cause tension when we go to Zim. We all know that Zimbabwean economy is already thriving, it's battling, very limited job opportunities there. So you can imagine a situation where we go back in our numbers again in Zim, trying to compete now with all the people that are already battling to get employment in Zim. So the whole idea here is we don't want to cause that situation, don't want to cause that tension. We need to make a template of what we are doing here in South Africa. We take it as a template. We do exactly the very same thing or much better in Zimbabwe. And we are the people that are doing it here in South Africa. So there's nothing that can stop us from doing the very same things or even better when we go back home. There's a lot of opportunities back home in Zim. All what is needed is for us to put our minds together and we work together as a team, then we can achieve all our goals, considering the fact that a very big number of most of our people here, they're going to lose their jobs as the permits expire, like what you've just heard. So we don't need to be scared that what are we going to do after South Africa. When South Africa closes the doors, the other doors must open, of which the doors that we want to open right now is the doors for our place in Zimbabwe. We can't continue to be running around all over the whole world when we have our home. So back to our home in Zim, we can still do exactly what we're doing here, or even much better. So that is why we're saying, let's come together, let's put our minds together, let's open the doors that have been closed in Zim, and we can open them, and we can start to look after ourselves and look after our families as well.
Obviously, when you talk about opening doors, there are certain industries that may be coming into mind that you maybe want to revive, because we know that, as you said, the economy is now in a, if I can use the word, in a comatose state. So what industries are you looking at exactly that you believe that these are the industries that are likely to revive the Zimbabwean economy, and these are the industries that have a lot of brain power and human resources from Zimbabweans in the diaspora? Are there any, Abigail?
Yes, the industries that we're looking at is the agriculture side, from your farming to agro-processing. We're also looking at your manufacturing industries that have closed down. And we're also looking at tourism as well, mining as well. So we're inviting everyone with different experiences from different sectors to bring in their experience, to bring in their drive, to bring in their ideas, so that we revive the economy.
And then there's a Zimbabwean like Ncube who's been working here as a gardener, or a sister who's been working as a housemaid. They want to be part of this, but they don't have the qualifications, they don't have the experience of working in some of these industries. What would you say to them?
Well, what we are saying here is, I think I need to answer again the question that you've asked before as to what opportunities are there in Zim.
Yes.
The list there, I'm sure all Zimbabweans will know that the list is endless. Almost all the companies, they are not running, or they are running at probably 20% or so. So the whole idea of this organization is to create employment. And we need to create employment for almost everybody. Almost everybody. That's why we're saying we take a template of what we're doing here, we duplicate that in Zim. Everybody, we must make sure that everybody must get a job, which is at least probably similar to what they've been doing here, or better. For example, if we can take that person who is doing gardening, or who can do as little as who is doing a farming, a farm laborer. We've got farms that we can start to run in Zim. So those people must be able to be catered for. That's why we're saying we need everybody to come on board. As long as you are just willing to go back in Zim, your presence and your experience is the investment that we are looking for. So there's a lot of opportunities. The list is just endless. Everybody is welcome.
And at AVG News, we are a news channel which doesn't want to associate with people who take advantage of other people. You have heard us probably speaking up against people who, because Zimbabweans are desperate, will then try and nick the last cent out of their pockets. Is there anything that you're expecting from these people to pour in terms of money?
No. In our organization, what we actually want is the people themselves with almost nothing, because we don't want to take people's monies. We actually need to create employment for those people so that we can be able to look after them, or they can be able to look after themselves and their families. So what we only need from them is their ideas.
And Abigail, as we wind up, people out there may be interested in this and they want to get in touch with you. How would you advise that they contact you?
They can call me. Can I give them my number?
Yes.
Okay, they can call me on 067 721 9003. So they can call me on that number or send a WhatsApp, and then we'll respond to them.
Yes, you've heard the number, but let me advise those who've already spoken to me, those who have sent their details to me, that your details will be handed over to the lady and gentleman here, so you do not need to repeat that. This call is for those who have not yet responded. So for now, you will contact Abigail, or let me say, moving onwards, please contact Abigail on those numbers given, and we take it from there. But before we wind up, maybe you may have some parting shots.
Also, there's a link. We're going to share a link where you join and you give us all your details as to which area you are interested in working and what experience you have and probably what qualifications you have. Then if you come in our numbers, we work together as a team. We try and find out where we can place you depending on your qualification and your experience. We don't need any money from anybody. All we need is your qualification, your experience, and your areas of interest. Then we know where to place you and how to make things work for ourselves when we go back to Zimbabwe. Then probably in closing, I might need to just tell all the people that there is still life after South Africa. So you don't need to panic, you don't need to stress. All what that is needed is for us to put our minds together. We can work out something back home in Zimbabwe. There's a lot of opportunities in Zimbabwe.
There you have it. The link will be posted under the comments section, just underneath this video. Then you will go there and fill in. But for those who are not technologically versed, you will use Abigail's number. And then what you do is you send through your name and surname, send through your experience or qualification, or your interest, where you are interested in participating in the sectors that are there in Zimbabwe. So thank you very much. I hope you will put this to good use. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel, to like this video, and share it with every other Zimbabwean that you may be in contact with, so that they grab this opportunity as it starts. Thank you very much.